Hello and welcome back to Mega Reacts. So today we're going to be watching Blacklist Season 2, Episode 4. Last episode, Red was getting his house in order. He set up one of his partners, I guess. And the partner ended up turning on Red. That was all part of Red's plan. He had the help of Pee Wee Herman, so you know it was going to work out. It was brilliantly laid though, brilliantly set up plan. And it really hammered home Red's philosophy of value loyalty above all else. And we have seen that Red is a loyal man to his friends and is a most dangerous enemy to those that are not his friends. So it really kind of hammered that home and shows that Red is not out of the game. He is making moves because that's what he does. We also had on the Blacklist this surgeon who was killing people or taking back people's organs, and he was like leasing organs, like you had to keep paying or they take them back. It was really crazy, and that funded this surgeon's research. And at the very end he was caught, but there was a kid who was going to die if he didn't finish his surgery, so Lizzie let him finish, which just shows how far into the gray she has gone. She is definitely bending the rules, you should say. But yeah, so that's really interesting. And she also has a neighbor in her hotel who is charming and you know, kind of a not hard on the eyes, but also has a rather large rifle, probably to kill her. So yeah, a lot going on right now. And then it ended with Red going to his ex-wife, who's been in witness protection for years and years, and she slaps the shit out of him. And that's where we left off. Maybe that's where we're going to jump right in with this episode. I don't know, but you know what? I definitely want to find out. So please come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it. Hyper aware. Senses exploding. She has spider sense. Or she's on drugs. Or she's being forced to rob a bank. I don't know. She's freaked out though. Gun? Yeah, gun. Hey, that's Gale from Breaking Bad. Total weirdo. Rubbing hair on his lips.
Shots fired. Colon, multiple, period. Final phase, successful, period. Activation of AR-105 complete.
Ooh, are you making?
End of entry.
Wow. Okay. What are you doing, dude? Genetic manipulation, drugs, memory altering.
You think he's just gonna walk out on them?
I need to know where Jennifer is.
I kept my end of the bargain.
Who is Jennifer?
Didn't say
That's his
anything
daughter,
about
right?
you or Elizabeth. How much does she know?
Very little.
I'm never going to tell you where my daughter is. Because of you, I'm forced to finally tell Frank.
My
Man
daughter.
who's never kept a secret from me.
Not our
Not only
daughter.
that I was married before, but that I was married to...
A terrorist?
If you love him, you'll let me help.
You're dead if you go back. You're dead. Berlin does not play.
Lizzie, what do you know about social psychology?
It's the study of how our behavior is influenced by the world around us.
Not
Okay.
influenced, manipulated.
In what
Oh,
little
yes.
time I devote to the judgment
Gale the
Your
manipulator.
government is made about my character and how I treat my fellow man. I can't help but think about how many of their own citizens they've treated like lab rats.
in the name of science.
Reddington has alleged that these crimes weren't random, but orchestrated by spooks. The government continues
Called
to
MK
finance
Ultra,
their
folks.
Black Ops budget.
Look, to be honest, I think this is a big distraction to keep us busy while Reddington
Programming,
spirits away his ex.
psychedelics,
Shooters and their families, then we'll worry about the wife.
a little bit of manipulation. You make a killer.
Maddie Thornhill told us her life fell apart after a series of anonymous accusations.
The shooter I spoke to said the same thing. In his case, it was accusations of pedophilia. There were no witnesses, no
that'll
victims
ruin
ever
your
came
day.
forward, but the school didn't want to take chances, so they fired him.
Their problems metastasized like a cancer, striking to the heart of these victims' identities.
Victims? These aren't the victims, Keen. These are the perps. The
They're
people they killed
both.
are the victims.
Agent Keene had me expedite DNA profiles. All three perpetrators possess the MAO 2R
The
gene.
extreme warrior gene.
Are you suggesting the government has identified people with mild genetic abnormality and is turning them into killers?
That's
Yes.
exactly what we're suggesting.
Yes, exactly. Would it surprise you? If it did, you don't know history.
Every word Reddington said about this program is true. In the Army, officers sit in bars and they talk sideways. A guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. MK Ultra was just the start.
Yeah.
There were others. Quietly run in military bases and universities all across the country. Psychopharmaceuticals, electromagnetic pulses, microwaves that
A bunch of fringe
broadcast words
science.
and phrases into the
Fringe.
brain.
Excellent. Let's make some LSD.
Reddington pulling up the carpet and shoving your nose deep into the filth. After a while, it's all you can see.
There's a lot of filth in government, my man.
Sub-Project 7.
If it's black budget, how am I supposed to gain access?
I am a dear friend of Harold Cooper. He was a pallbearer at my daddy's funeral. But I told him when he called, only yahoos are interested in Sub-Project 7. Now, if you will excuse me, I am late for my next meeting.
Bet it's gonna be somebody with no. Gonna be Gail walking in. Oh, there he is.
See Senator Sheridan.
The polyglot, how do we find him?
He was cleared level 4. I don't have that kind of access.
Oh my God. Is that what they call him in Tel Aviv?
I haven't spoken to Haskell in years.
But you know where to find him?
That's awesome.
I do, but it's
A sticky situation. Old Haskell and I had somewhat of a falling out at the crap stable.
Nope.
I have no interest in seeing you. Go away. You're not welcome here.
I told you I'm sorry. What more can I say?
You knew I was in recovery.
I didn't. Okay, yes, I did, but you were having such a great time. An olive branch with interest.
Dr. Linus Creel, PhD in clinical psychology from NYU. After Sub-Project 7 disbanded, he opened a private practice.
Why don't you and I go for a walk?
Yes, Red.
This may be hard to understand.
Give him the
Frank,
talk.
But after all these years, your wife has become more like an estranged sister to me. Come closer, Frank. Frank, come here.
That's Monica's dog.
You're finished with Monica. Thanks to my friend's rather judicious rescue, we also have a dog.
Monica, what did you do to
She's
her?
fine. But from this point forward, there is only Naomi. She believes you to be an honest man, Frank, faithful. And that is what you will become. You're going to accept my protection and leave Philadelphia.
No. I'm gonna call the cops, turn you in. You're not gonna get away with this.
I will end you.
You make her happy. That is the only reason you're still here. Go get it, boy.
Nope. Wonder if that was a blooper.
City dog.
Why would you do that? It's essential for you to take responsibility
City
for your
dog.
actions. It says here you've been having some troubles with your husband.
That's an understatement.
He turned out to be a spy for some organization and person that was keeping tabs on me.
What's his name?
Tom?
Tom?
Yeah.
You know?
He's in love. You're the perfect
in
candidate.
prison for how they feel. You can't control it. You are who you are.
Oh my God.
You okay? You didn't get the password.
I mean, what do you expect? Of course I got it.
Come on. Magic, baby. They call me the Magic Man.
The Magic Man. Now you see me? Now you don't.
She's so good. Season 2 Lizzie I like much better than Season 1.
Sure. That's where our shooter's going. He's heading to the gun rally.
Creel posted the photo. He's gonna be there, observing his experiment.
Goodbye, Amber.
Not the answer, my dude.
In my system, it will require children to be screened for the MAO-A2R gene. Kids will be labeled. We'll target them. It will cost.
I promise you, Dr. Creel, your research will be reviewed.
Reviewed.
Well, he's using up all of his ammo. That's good.
Amber's not here.
What are you?
I'm the one you're looking for.
Amber, she let me
Amber
on.
didn't do anything because she doesn't exist. I created her.
Oh, he wants to die.
You're here
Shit.
to kill me, Duncan.
What the hell are you talking about?
Didn't mean to hurt you. Whatever. Here to talk with Paul. Pull the trigger.
Duncan, no! Listen to me.
You.
Put the guns down. You don't want to do this. He lied to you, manipulated you.
Yeah, you don't have to kill him. Just, you know.
I need a medic!
Oh, what are you doing? Suicide by cop? Dude is crazy.
Creel, listen to me. You have to understand, if I have a shot, I'm gonna take it.
Put your weapon down.
I shoot her, you shoot me. That's how this works, right?
Make you a martyr? Not today.
You should know. I saw your test results. You know what they said.
Oh!
Where did it come from? Where the hell did that shot come from?
There.
Some
On
government
the roof.
people?
Go.
Oh! Is he there to protect her? What? Maybe he's working for Red.
File at the hospital.
You have questions you think I can answer about the past?
Yes. The day Raymond Reddington walked into my life, everything changed. Everything I believed about. You were married to the man. You had a life, a child.
Jennifer?
Yeah, why doesn't he want me to see you?
He wants something from you. It's a game. It's a manipulation. He's made you feel a connection that makes you feel
Maybe.
like you matter.
Maybe.
Somehow. And there's no one on earth who can make a woman feel like the center of his universe more than Raymond Reddington. I'll tell you this, though. It's not who you think he is.
Well, look at the two of you. I should have brought a bottle of Chardonnay. I have your papers. Dembe's outside. I'll need your signature on some of the documents. I hope you had an illuminating conversation.
He's a little salty. Little salty!
My associate saves your life, and instead of saying thank you, you try to get him fired. If I knew better, I'd say you were hiding something.
Yeah, that's funny. That's her serious face. All right, let's go. I'll be right back with you. So that was Blacklist Season 2, Episode 4. That was a pretty good episode. Nothing super eventful happened, but the guy on the Blacklist we were following, part of like an MK Ultra type program, who was triggering people into becoming killers. That was interesting as hell. I love all that. Plus we had a lot of great moments with Red and his ex-wife and Lizzie, and just the whole dynamic between everyone is so damn good in this show. It just keeps you so entertained. But I have more questions than I started out with, and I thought I'd have some answers by now. I have none. I was also amazed a episode without Berlin would be so good, because I'm so invested in the whole Berlin aspect of what's going on. But this was great, and I give it all to the character who was Gail from Breaking Bad. I don't know the character's name. The crazy doctor. Such a good character. Such a interesting character. Little mannerisms, the pulling out the hair, the rubbing it, the feeling it. That's got to be something the actor brought to the role, right? I don't think that would have been written, would it? Because those little mannerisms just made the character so much more real. When he thought Lizzie was there to take his her prescription pad, that was great too. She was busted. She played it off brilliantly. And then her getting kind of held at gunpoint by him, and then the dude got shot by her bodyguard, paid by Red. He's a nice looking guy from the hotel. And it was just great. It was great. It was a great episode. It was a fun episode, even though, like I said, nothing major really happened. But God, if the interactions aren't so good. And there was something about a file that was given to Lizzie. I don't know what's in that file. I don't think I missed what was in it. I don't think they really told us. If I missed what it was, let me know. But I'm interested in that. I'm interested in Lizzie and Red's relationship. I'm interested in Red's daughter. If it is his daughter. I know it's his ex-wife's daughter, but is it his? I don't think we've got a definite yes or no on that. And by his, I mean biologically his. I mean, he might have raised her. I don't know. I don't. Once again, I have more questions than I started out with. What is this show doing to me? Too many questions. Gotta find answers. So I'm just gonna watch another episode. So if you enjoyed this reaction, please come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega signing off.
4, 3, 2, 1, Earth